Okay, here's a tutorial on the basics of audio recording inside Logic. There's a few things that you need to set up correctly for the program to work right. I'll just talk about those right now. First of all, let's create an audio track. You're going to go to the plus sign here and select record using a microphone or line input. Your input should say input 1. Mine says input 2 because that's what I have on my interface. And say create. I'll get rid of this software instrument track. An important part of recording audio is to set your buffer size. It's called the I/O buffer size. Again, it's under Logic Preferences, Logic Pro Preferences Audio. When you connect one of the USB microphones to your system, your input device should show that microphone as the input. In my case, mine is called Ensemble. And your output should say built-in output. That's how you're going to be able to hear it through your headphones. So make those changes if you need. Buffer size is right here. There's 6 different buffer sizes in Logic. You want to be on this lower buffer size when you're recording audio. It eliminates something called latency in recording, where you hear your voice just a split second after you speak into the mic. It can be very distracting. So choose the low buffer size and then say apply changes once you get all your settings correct here. Okay, an important thing in recording audio is to name your tracks. That way your audio files will have the same name. So I'm going to just double click in Audio 1 and call this mic test. Now every file that I create is going to say mic test, which is going to make it easy to find later in my session. To throw Logic into record, you can use this transport bar up here. The easier way to put Logic into record is to hit the R button. I'll do that right now. Now just talking to the mic. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. And there is my audio file, and it says mic test 01. Mic, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you've got the take that you wanted, you can continue on. If you wanted to try something over again, you just select the region and hit delete, and you're going to get a dialog box asking if you want to actually delete the entire file or keep it. In the version of Logic that we're working in, you only have the option to delete, which completely deletes it from the session. I'll say cancel for now. Another technique that can be used is something called a take folder, and that's when you record audio over audio, and it creates something called the take folder, which will allow you to comp together the takes that you want. I'll show you how that works here. I'm just going to hit record again and record right over the top. Check 1, 2, testing 1, 2, 3. When I hit stop, I am now looking at take 1 and take 2, and my cursor tool changes to this thing called a swipe comp tool. So what it allows me to do is to go into these regions and just take the sections that I want. So I could have it go from take 1 up to take 2, and it has both of my takes. Mic, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3. So it goes from take 1, it goes up to take 2, and again, the more takes that you make, you simply just swipe and take the sections of audio that you want to include. Pretty handy little feature. Once you're done and you have a comp, you double click to close the folder, and you can do a few other things here where you can flatten and merge. Right here in the region box, the middle box here, tick inside there, It's comp A. I can rename the comp, delete the comp, flatten deleted unused takes, or just this thing called flatten and merge. And flatten and merge will just make one audio file with your edits. So selecting that, Logic goes in, and now it has both of my vocal takes that I've patched together. Just think of it like patchwork. This will give you a start in how to use microphones and do audio recording in Logic. There it is.